All right, this week we're going to review our action points, and we're going to give you our previous action points, and I'm going to give you the one for this month. So the first action point was eat real food. So we want to eat real foods, not foods out of a box, a bag, or a can. Hopefully you're making progress toward that. The second action item we've covered so far is we need to sleep well, and we need to sleep a minimum of 6 to 8 hours of quality sleep a night. And the third action item was movement. We talked about walking a minimum of 10 minutes twice a day. Of course, more would be better. This month, we're going to talk about and concentrate on hydration, and we're going to talk about water, and we want to talk about drinking. The action item will be drinking half our body weight in pounds in ounces of water a day. So in other words, if I weigh 150 pounds, I divide that by 2, and the minimum amount of water I want to drink daily is 75 ounces. More would be better, but that would be the minimum. So the action item is a minimum of half your body weight in ounces daily. So I'm going to talk about water and why it's so important for us. And in the next 2 weeks, I'm going to do a demonstration for you on a type of water that's made from a medical device from Japan that will be completely superior to any other water that I've certainly ever come across. And I've done this water class that you're going to see, or demonstration that you're going to see the next couple weeks throughout the entire country, from here to at least Colorado. So it's very, I think, informative, and it may open your eyes to some things that you haven't thought about. So let's talk about some of the benefits of water as we go. And as always, if you ever need more information or want more information on the water medical devices or anything that we do, or just have questions, you can always contact us at info at optiurx.com via email. You can text us at 704-610-6784. I had to think about that a minute. Or you can call at 855-OPTIU. That's 855-678-4968. So some of the benefits of just water in general for us is that our body should be about 70% water as adults. The cornea of the eye is about 80% water. The kidneys of our body are about 83% water. The liver is over 90% water. The muscles are about 70+% water. And even our bones are over 30% water. So water is important for every single process and cell in our bodies. Good quality water really has protective benefits for our kidneys and our liver, especially for obvious reasons. If the kidneys are over 80% water, the liver's over 90% water. We talked about the eyes, the cornea being 80% water. So water is very protective of our organs. Water delivers oxygen to our cells. Obviously very important that we get the oxygen where it needs to go. Water helps regulate our temperature through sweat, through perspiration. Water helps us eliminate toxins through urine, through the stool. Water has multiple benefits, and a vast majority of Americans are going around chronically dehydrated, looking at the research. So let's make sure we're not in that boat of being chronically dehydrated, but we're taking good care of making sure we're drinking half our body weight in ounces daily in water, and we're making sure that we're drinking the highest quality water that we can, which we're going to talk a little bit more about today, and then you're going to get to see what I mean over the course of the next couple weeks. So these are a little bit longer videos, but I think they're going to well be worth your time to make sure you go through them in full each and every week. So I'm going to talk about water from a medical device from Japan, not in the United States, and that is called Kangen, Kangen, which means which is from Japan and means back to nature. So it's water that would have been found before the pollution and before all the things that we've done to change the water the way that it is today. So the way that I learned about this water is, I hope an interesting story for you, is the fact that when I was going through my fellowship in metabolic and nutritional medicine, one of the modules I traveled to was in San Diego, California. And I'll never forget, I went in the classroom that morning to get ready. It was a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all day. It was 10 or 12 hours those 4 straight days. And there was a gentleman to my left who was an older gentleman, and he had this jug, this blue jug of water. And he poured water in my glass that the hotel had on the table, and he said, "Don't drink the water from the hotel in the hotel pitcher. Drink this water. That water will kill you." That's exactly what he told me. And I was a little bit stunned and didn't know what to think. And I was like, I wonder what this guy is up to. And so I did drink the water, because he was pouring it in multiple folks' glasses, not just mine, and telling them the same thing: don't drink the water in the pitcher, it'll kill you. And so I was drinking this water, and every time I would empty my glass, he would pour more in. And so I decided during one of the breaks to ask him what was going on with this water. And he said, "Hey, I'm here by myself. If we can go to dinner tonight, we'll discuss it in detail." So I said, "Yeah, great. I'm here by myself also." So I took this gentleman to dinner that evening, and I told him, I said, "Hey, if you'll explain this to me and why it's different and what it means, I'll buy your dinner." So we went and we talked for hours and hours and hours. I don't know how long we sat there, but a long time at this restaurant in the hotel that evening. And he starts telling me these stories about this water and this medical device he had at his pharmacy. He was a pharmacist that supplied this water to people like we do now in our Prescriptions Plus pharmacies. And he was telling me things about how they would lose weight, they would improve their blood sugar, some of them come off their meds, they would, clear up acne, they were having miraculous recoveries from MRSA infections and things without drugs and without, all these things, and how acid reflux and all these different issues were getting better, how it was protective against cancers and could help people with cancer treatments, and just all these things. And I was thinking, how can water do that? And then he started to explain to me the difference in this medical device and what it does to our tap water from our municipal source or our wells versus, bottled waters like Dasani's, Aquafina's, Smart Water, which you'll learn is not very smart as we go through this month of things on water. But I was thinking to myself, sitting there that evening with all the stories he was telling me, that if even a little bit of this is true, I really need one of these medical devices in my home. So I decided that night, I had never seen any water demonstration like you're going to get to see over the next couple weeks. I'd never heard anything about this water before I met this gentleman. And he was telling me all these things, and I just totally trusted this guy from the beginning. He was that kind of guy. And his name was Mort Farina, and he was a pharmacist from California. And so I ended up buying 2 Kangen machines from him that night, without even seeing one, just drinking the water that day and talking to him. And I got one at the time. I had 2 Prescriptions Plus pharmacies, and so we put one in the Kings Mountain location and one in our Gastonia location, which is where we're filming now. And that was over 20 years ago, maybe close to 25 years ago now. And that's really all I've drank since that day in San Diego, that evening in San Diego. And so I got the water device, the medical device, into my stores, and I really didn't know what to do with it exactly. He just said, get people to drink the water. So I got people to start drinking the water, and I had this friend and customer who'd been a longtime customer, Keith, and Keith had Crohn's disease. And Keith had all these gut issues, and, he was on all these meds, and he just every time he ate, he had problems and still on the meds. And so I got him to start drinking the water. I said, hey, Keith, drink this water from this medical device and let's see what happens. 2 weeks after he started drinking the water, he came in, he said, hey, I want one of these in my house. And I was like, okay, tell me why. And he's like, my Crohn's symptoms are just tremendously better. I've even stopped using some of my meds and my Crohn's symptoms are better. And my wife loves the water. And so he's like, it's just changed my life. And I was like, wow, this really does work. This is some of the stories that Mort was telling me in San Diego that seemed impossible almost to me. But here I am with a guy that I really trust and know who's coming in saying, I want one. I'm having so much success after just 2 weeks that I want one of these in my house. I didn't even know how he got one at that point. I had to call Mort up and say, hey, Mort, I got a guy who wants a Kangen device in his house. What do we do? And so he told me how to do the paperwork and all this. And so since that day, I have had, I don't know exactly, but well over 500 or 600 folks who have put Kangen units in their homes, and I've helped supply that for them. So as you go through this, it's gonna sound like water can't be that much different. But I think if you'll watch the next couple of weeks, you'll really see that the water is that much different. And if you'll try drinking the water, you'll really feel and know that the water is that much different. Just a couple of things, and I'll point these out in the videos over the next couple of weeks, but Kangen water can increase the oxygen in the blood. Kangen water can detox the body more efficiently. Kangen water can help the body burn fat more efficiently. Kangen water will hydrate the brain more efficiently. And I could go on and on and on. It's very good for skin conditions, different pHs than we drink, but it makes multiple pHs of water, and we use different pHs for different things. We use the Kangen machine in our home. After just a couple weeks and after Keith bought his machine, I ended up getting one for my own home because I was carrying water from the pharmacy to my house. And so we use it for all our cooking. We use it for all our cleaning products. We use it, obviously that's all we drink. So we use it for a lot of different things. It's very clean water. It's different. It's alkalinized. You can get a lot of alkaline waters on the market today. Alkaline water is not bad, but it's different than water that is alkalinized. And it is certainly a powerful antioxidant where the other waters aren't. It is certainly a microclustered or a different size water where the other waters aren't. And so just really pay attention over the next couple of weeks for the videos and make sure that you are drinking half your body weight in ounces daily. So 150-pound person again, at least 75 ounces. We would certainly like it to be more, but at least 75 ounces to try to get in and keep us minimally hydrated, if nothing else. So understand that water is critical for health. We're not counting in that 75 ounces for that 150-pound person tea or coffee or any of that will have water in it. We're talking about drinking pure, clean, alkalinized water, if possible, if available. And if not, and you have more questions, again, 855-678-4968 is a good number to call. You can leave a message, or you can text to 704-610-6784 is a number you can text, or you can always reach us via email at info@OptiURX. So hopefully you're taking these 4 action steps and you're implementing them into your daily lives. So just let's make sure that we're making progress, and we're trying to help everybody obtain optimal health, wellness, and fitness, where you look your best, think your best, and feel your best every day at any age. And we want to start to minimize prescription drugs. We want to start to minimize the need for over-the-counter drugs, prescription drugs, anything like that that can be harmful, that has side effects. And we're going to continue to grow and build on this as we go week to week. So thanks for being here. Make sure you tune in the next couple of weeks. And please share this membership, this CEO membership that you're a part of, with friends and family, so that hopefully they will want to join and they will be able to come and learn all the cool things that you're learning about how to be optimally healthy. So we appreciate any time you sharing this with others and helping others learn how they can become members. So we certainly appreciate your help. That's how we spread this, is through people that are already members. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next week.